Most people think buying a property is simple. You save up, go on Rightmove, run the numbers, boom, you're a landlord. But that mindset is why so many people end up stuck, disappointed, or broke. I've sourced over 150 properties in the last 12 months. I own 20 properties myself, and honestly, I wish someone had told me this stuff before I bought my first property. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through a few things you must know before buying property. So buying a property isn't just here's a price, that's my mortgage, this is your rent, done. There's a system to this, a set of steps you've got to understand. If you ignore them, you'll either waste money or leave a lot of it on the table. So my first few deals looked great on paper. 25% deposit, solid rent, mortgage covered. Easy win, right? But here's what I didn't factor in, especially at the start: stamp duty, solicitor fees, broker fees, a refurb that ran over budget and over time. And whilst I thought it'll take 2 months for me to complete on a property, it dragged on for nearly 5 months. So in the UK, the average property transaction, it takes 12 to 16 weeks overall, right? But what most people do, most people budget for 6 to 8 weeks. That delay alone can cost you thousands of pounds. Here's a quick example. Let's say the house is £120,000. Okay, this is the house that you're going to purchase. You put down £30,000 as a deposit, so £30,000 deposit, and then stamp duty is going to be 5%, so it's £6,000. Then you've got other small costs like, let's say, legal fees, 2k, and then let's just say broker fees is like £1,000. My writing is atrocious. And then you've got like a refurb for £10,000. Okay, so if you add this up, 30, 36, 38, 39, 49. So that's £49,000 that this transaction has cost. But most people, they don't really pay attention to these things. So the point of the story is that when you're buying a property, it's not just your deposit. And I've seen so many people who will just say, I'll be like, okay, what's your budget? They'll be like, okay, I've got like £50,000. And they're looking to buy a £200,000 property. I'm like, mate, what about stamp duty? What about the refurb cost? What about all the other costs? So yeah, just bear that in mind, that your property purchase is more than just the 25% deposit or whatever deposit. And here's the thing that no one else tells you. Most spreadsheets are built to justify the deal, right? Not test it. It's just a quick exercise whether the deal is worth looking into further. A deal analyzer is not supposed to tell you, oh, go and buy that property now. And if you're bending the numbers to make a deal work, it probably doesn't work, right? And I'm curious, what was the one hidden cost you didn't expect on your first deal? Drop in the comments, I'll read everyone. But let's say even if you get the numbers right, there's something no one tells you about how that first deal actually feels. So I used to believe if I just keep buying houses, I'll eventually be rich, right? So what I did was I bought one, then another, then another. By the time I had 8 properties, that's when I kind of like stepped back and realized I'm only making like 3 grand a month maximum, and £3,000 is not bad money, but it's not exactly life-changing, right? Most people wouldn't quit their 9 to 5 just because they're making 3 grand. I hope they're not anyway. So that's when I realized property's a long game. You can't shortcut capital growth, you can't fast forward 10 years, and you can't fast forward experience. But here's what changed my mindset. Your first property, it's not financial freedom, it's your foundation. It teaches you confidence, it teaches you systems, it teaches you strategy. That's the real ROI on your first property. Because most people, they're obsessed getting, on the property ladder. But wealth in property isn't about getting on the property ladder and then that's it. It's actually knowing where that ladder actually goes to. So you really have to ask yourself, are you chasing a quick win or are you actually building something? And if you're saving right now and you're thinking to yourself, once I've got the deposit, I'm good to go, just wait, let me show you something first. So when I bought my first property, my first house at 23 years old, I'll be honest, I thought I smashed it. And even from the outside, I think most people were pretty impressed, because buying a property at 23 years old it's no small feat. However, what they didn't see was me saving my student loan, skipping nights out on the weekends during university where most people They do what they do is party. And I was working at my dad's restaurant for like 5 or 6 quid an hour. Thank you very much, Dad. And then on top of that, I was also working as a junior accountant on the weekdays after I had graduated, right? So the point of that story is that it took years of sacrifice. And even after all of that, when I finally had the deposit, I still wasn't ready because having money isn't the same as being prepared, right? And when I was researching for this video, there's a stat that says that according to Zoopla, the average deposit for a UK first-time buyer is about £34,000. Mine definitely wasn't £34,000. It was a lot less, but times have changed now. Property prices have gone up now. But once you've added stamp duty, your legal fees, even a refurb, you'll actually need closer to £45,000 to £50,000 if things go smoothly. The deposit isn't the cost of the property, it's the cost of entry. But the real investment is what happens after you get the keys. So if you're saving right now, great, but use that time to learn, because once you've spent it, there's no rewind button. So ask yourself, do I have a deposit or do I have a plan, right? Two different things. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, I've got some money, but I don't want to mess this up, here's what I'd focus on. Step one is get clear on what you're really trying to build. Is it cash flow? Is it long-term wealth? More time with the kids? Clarity changes everything. Then step two is learn the cost of buying wrong, right? Not just the money, the time, the stress, the risk, the opportunity cost. Play out the numbers on deals, even if you're not buying it, and just see how you get on. And then I guess the final step is build your edge before you even commit. Don't wait till you spend the deposit to start learning, right? That's pressure. Learn while you've still got options. And if you just learn those 3 things, you're already ahead of most people jumping in blind, because you know what? Most people do jump in blind. And here's what I wish someone told me at the start. As your costs go up, your confidence should as well, because the delays, the headaches, the tough tenants, they build you resilience, and it's going to build your edge. To make it even like more real, so you really understand, the average rent in the UK is about 928 quid a month. After the mortgage, letting fees, insurance, maintenance, you're often left with 200 to 300 quid in actual cash flow, sometimes even less. And when people say, is property really worth it anymore? I always say yes, only if you have the right strategy, because without that, even the best property can underperform. So here's what I want you to take away from this video. Property can absolutely change your life, but only if you go into it with the right expectations. Know the real numbers, accept that the first deal isn't going to make you rich. You're not going to be a millionaire, I'm sorry to say. And realize that saving the deposit is just the beginning. It's not everything. Because once you really understand that, everything else gets simpler. There's less pressure. You're not going to be disappointed, right? You're going to have more clarity, more peace at the end. And if this video has given you clarity and you're thinking there right now, oh, that makes sense, but I haven't got the money right now, I haven't got the deposit to buy a property, I'm going to put up a video called learn exactly how to get started in property with £5,000, because a lot of people think you need a ton of money to get started in property. Go watch that video. I bet you it'll change your mind. I'll see you over there.